Hello. I'm taking some time out, but I'm just had this thing. Do your videos now, and then I don't have to think about them for a little while. So I'm gonna do that. And I know that because I can feel something like kind of brewing in my throat and just here in my nose. So I'm gonna work on that and take some time out with my studies and all that kind of jizz jazz as you do. So I had a very interesting conversation. This is for you right now. If you are doing a lot of yoga or meditation and you still feel like life is like really getting on top of you, and or maybe you're doing like some form of exercise or something, and you feel like it's still tension and stress and still not able to sleep at night. There's still a lot of stuff going on and you just don't know when it's going to end. And I mainly do these videos for the female spiritually conscious coach because of the level of work that I do. And I feel that's really important to really stick at that right now. So if you are doing a lot of yoga and meditation and you are still feeling the certain things going on, and maybe you're not exactly facing, maybe it's who you are, maybe you're running away from, actually, this is how I feel about the world. This is how I feel about this thing over here. This is how I feel about this, this certain issue or whatever that's going off in the world. And if that sounds like you, and you're doing all your practices, even energy clearing comes into this as well. Energy clearing, whatever it is, could it be the new alcohol? And what do I mean by that? As someone who gave up alcohol 3 years ago, I want to share with you something. Giving up alcohol was an easy process, but it was the best process to do. Giving up alcohol actually made me see what I was trying to avoid. And over the years of giving up alcohol, there have been still times of avoidance, still times of not wanting to see things. And, I know it's very easy, and I say this in many of my videos, very easy to go meditate or do some yoga. Now, I'm not saying meditation is wrong or yoga is wrong. Far from it. My question here is it being used as a coping mechanism rather than facing how we actually feel? Rather than facing, hey, I'm actually ignoring this thing over here and it's quite a pressing matter at this moment in time. And maybe that's the thing that I really need to take priority on. The thing that you're probably procrastinating on, that type of stuff. Now, I've spoken to many people recently, and I speak to people, and even I've done this as well, where they'll talk about everything else, my life, my family, but themselves. No, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing this. Does this sound familiar? And we can easily get caught in the trap of all the doings of the beings rather than going, okay, shit, I need to actually go and spend some time on myself. I need to, in this situation, speak more freely like me. I need to learn, and this is all a learning process, right? It's a learning process. You're learning to get to know who you are. You're learning to get to know what you believe in, stand up for. And some of those things, you might find that society are clueless, for one. That was the first word. not susceptible, and you can feel like you're misunderstood or lonely in the world. Maybe a starseed. And you may feel like whatever you talk about can fall on deaf ears. You know, I've truly felt that. And it's learning to understand that you're comfortable with being who you are. Who you are. On camera, in writing, in, on social media, who you are. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. That type of thing. And I know, and not only that, because also that what you see is what you get can also be an illusion as well. It can also be an illusion. Because sometimes the what you see is what you get. It's actually, you're probably not recognizing how much you have and how much you actually are, which I'm actually going to do another video, which I've written down here. I did write it down somewhere. I'm going to do another video on can you actually handle you? Can you actually handle you? So many people come to me mainly with a big challenge, and usually surrounding that big challenge may be a lot of healing protocols. Also, those people who come to me need some kind of guidance, support, and the utmost understanding as well. The utmost understanding, because you are incredible at what you do, and in so much service to other people right now, just when they need you the most. And you're going through like some scary time trying to like step out and just allow not just your groups to see you, not just like, your tribe to see you, but everyone. And you're incredibly confident. You have got it. So I do question yoga and meditation. It is amazing, right? Both of them are amazing. As I said, my question is it being used as alcohol for relaxation? Like you come in at 5 o'clock and it's like, oh, you know what? It's 5 o'clock. Look at this. Funny enough, it is actually 13 minutes past 5 now I'm filming. Right, I got hot water, by the way. It's 5 o'clock, feet up. No, and it's the same. It can be the same. Same with mindfulness as well. It can be the same. Suppression, not expression. Held in, not released. Doesn't mean it needs forcing to be released. Just means that, are you making sure that you are, the word was holding your end of the bargain with yourself. Holding your end of the bargain with yourself. This is not to have you feel guilt or shame, because they're the things that keep you and keep us all where we are, right? Stopping from showing up and shining out, and just even being able to just sit like this and just have a chat with the camera. Actually, I'm not just having a chat with the camera. I'm talking to you. So I am going to leave it there for today, because this is like a food for. I have seen it, and I have actually practiced in that way. I have actually transferred one thing, alcohol, to another thing, into another thing, rather than facing the thing that we really, really need to and want to face. And sometimes all that it takes, maybe it's just this guard. That's the first thing that I saw, is this guard. between you and, I don't know, someone else. Just, lowering it down. Here I am. Allow me to be seen. Here's what I do. Here's what I have. Here's what I give. Maybe it's just that. Or maybe it's something that you're just not allowing yourself to feel. So anyway, a bit deep for Monday. But it just felt like, you know what, my throat's a lot better now as well. Who knew? Who knew? So's my nose. Much better. I really did need to talk about that. So obviously I needed to do these videos and actually just start talking and waffling. As I said, your people will get you regardless of whether you waffle or not. So anyway, gonna go.